Helps if I add myself to the stage. Hello, everybody. Tacoma Comics here, and welcome back to another Full Run Fridays. Please enjoy and do me a favor. Go ahead, hit the like and subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel. I am, for whatever reason, actually getting onto a roll of doing Full Run Fridays like every Friday, which was the original intention a few years ago, but it's been a choppy go so far. Anyway, if you like full runs, go ahead and check out my playlist of Full Run Fridays. It's there on YouTube. And welcome. So today we have Star Wars from 2015, but not just the regular Star Wars. We have the JTC, John Tyler Christopher action figure run. So in 2015, Marvel picked up Star Wars. They got the license to do Star Wars comics. They had it in 1977, 1980 when the original movies came out. And then they lost it to Dark Horse. Dark Horse produced several of those boxes back there, thousands of comics. And then the rights lapsed. Marvel purchased them. And in 2015, they started with the flagship Star Wars. This entire series, 75 issues, took place between Star Wars, what you young kids call A New Hope, episode 4. There were no episode on it. It was just Star Wars when we saw it in the theater, and Empire Strikes Back. So in between, destruction of the Death Star, first time, and all that stuff on Hoth, and then, Bespin and everything that happened in Empire Strikes Back. In between the end of one movie and beginning of the other, they expanded that space for a bunch of great stories about Han and Chewie and Lando and Leia and Luke just going after the Empire and getting all sorts of hijinks. Great stories. I read, 75 issues. I think I read straight up through issue 50, and then I kind of fell off. So I haven't actually completed the series, but after a long time, I completed the covers for the JTC action figure run. So we're going to go through this kind of fast because there's 75 of them, and I do appreciate your time here. Number 1 has to be Luke Skywalker. Number 2, Han. Number 3 is Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ben Kenobi. And then Chewbacca for 4. Rounding out our star original cast, we've got C-3PO and R2-D2. Got to have the droids together. And for whatever reason, they went for a stormtrooper before we see Leia, which is a little upsetting. Tusken Raider, sand people, but we'll call them Tusken Raiders. And, if you're like me, you just love these because I got the original action figures that were on cards like this in shops who have long since closed down. There we have a Star Destroyer commander and a Jawa, little traders as they are. We've got Luke in the X-Wing pilot, and then everybody's favorite bounty hunter of sorts, Greedo. Got the droid who failed, R4-D4, and we've got Hammerhead. Now, if you are a collector of the figures and you ever seen original Red Snaggletooth, that was the original design for Snaggletooth, and they actually produced an action figure that looked like this, but then, of course, the movie came out and they said, he's going to be taller and he's going to be in a blue outfit. So this is a very rare action figure if you can find it. The Death Star droid was like a mean, nasty C-3PO type. Then, of course, there's Walrus Man. And walking around, you've got the power droids. So I'm just going to double check that because did I make a boo-boo? I don't think I did. That is really rude. The first time that we see, unless I'm missing one, now I'm getting all sorts of paranoid. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. The first time that we see Leia in this series is not in her gown from Star Wars, but in the Bespin outfit from Empire. So that is issue 19. First time we see Leia, which is kind of rude. Rest in peace, Carrie. And then Yoda, classic Yoda. If you can find a Yoda figure with the original, comes with a cane and the robe and the snake. It's worth so much money. Wish I had one. And we got a little stormtrooper from the Battle of Hoth. We've got Dengar from Empire Strikes Back, one of the bounty hunters that they sent after Han Solo and the rest of them. We got Luke in his Hoth outfit. Lobot, little brain implanted friend of Lando Calrissian, more than a friend, really. Everybody's favorite assassin droid, IG-88. 21B, a little medical droid. And now we're running out of characters. Let's do R2D2 with his sensor scope. That's a whole different character. That actually is one of the harder ones to get, as is C3PO when he was taken apart on Bespin by the Ugnaughts. Luke Skywalker in Hoth battle gear again, slightly different Hoth battle gear, and an AT-AT commander, all-terrain armored transport. And then we also have Luke Skywalker. I'm a man of many costumes in his Bespin fatigues. FX7, another medical droid. A very nondescript medical security guard, Bespin security guard. That's issue 33. Han Solo in the Hoth outfit from issue 34. About halfway through the run, or not quite. Now we're going to, there we go. One of our favorites I'm glad they brought this back in Mandalorian, even though season 3 was a little wackadoodle. We've got our Ugnaughts, and we got Princess Leia in the Hoth outfit. Don't know why they showed her Bespin outfit before the Hoth outfit. I'm trying to go in order in my head. Whatever. Look at that. Look at that. We've got a Rebel commander. And then we've got a pilot, an AT-AT driver, not a commander, just a driver. An Imperial commander. And now going back to the first movie, we've got Luke in his Yavin fatigues. Anybody want to get a medal? I'll get a medal. You get a medal. I get a medal. You get a bounty hunter. Zuckuss, who is a finder and best friends with 4LOM. And now we got issue 43, an Imperial TIE fighter. And I love this one because it's just like you see this guy for 2 seconds in the movie. The twin pod cloud pilot from Bespin Security Forces. Land immediately. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, Wanga Wanga. Big Fortuna. And then Reese, who you may not know, and if you didn't know, it would be understandable. One of the guys chilling out on Jabba's barge in Return of the Jedi, one of the many people he employed, as was Weequay, who I think was specifically one of the skiff pilots. And then just because we need another one, there's a Bespin security guard as well. A lot of Bespin security guards. The Emperor's Royal Guard, very, very nice. Oh, that shiny red. And then the Emperor himself. Let's take a break from evil, and we'll go right to Chief Chirper. And we'll go to Lando in the disguise he wore to infiltrate Jabba's palace and to help free Han. Free Han. Just making sure I got enough room for everything here. All right. Logray, the Ewok shaman. And this is the one who was leading the effort to burn them alive before C3PO started to use his magic. And then there is Squid Head, another guy on Jabba's palace, Jabba's floating palace in his employ. And then we go for the very basic General Maldine. And if you're going to have a good lieutenant helping to fly your Millennium Falcon, Nien Nub, you could do worse than Nien Nub. Klaatu Barada Nikto. The Day the Earth Stood Still, 1951 science fiction movie. There was a very famous phrase that the lady was supposed to say if she ever got captured by the aliens. Klaatu Barada Nikto. Give George Lucas, creators of Star Wars, the writers, some big credit, because Jabba's accountant was named Klaatu. And then his dumbass guards were Gamorrean guards. They don't get names. We got a biker scout. You ready? Say it with me. It's a trap. Admiral Akbar. And yet another R2D2 ready to shoot that sword out for Luke to do the acrobatics off the sail barge, grab it, and save the day. But look, 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 look. Nikto. Yet another character on Jabba's sail barge, but they don't actually have Barada. I don't think they have Barada, but they've got Klaatu and Nikto. Klaatu even gets 2 outfits. Leia in her Bosch disguise, pretending to be a bounty hunter. It's got a thermal detonator. A-Wing pilot. Some people really love the A-Wings. Han Solo wore a little trench coat on the battle on Endor to put down the shield so they could get into the Death Star. Everybody's fourth favorite Ewok. All-terrain scout transport. Is it scout transport? Scout trooper? All-terrain scout something. Driver. He's the one who gets whacked in the head by the big branch coming through from the Ewoks. You know, they use their woodcraft in the forest or their forest craft to create all sorts of things that could destroy these powerful machines. EV-99, I believe is that another medical droid? I'm not sure. And then 8D8, I looked these up before, and now I've already forgotten. Got a lot of droids. They're stretching. We're at 70. We're almost done. An Imperial gunner could have been anyone. And then I like this guy. Prune Face is not his actual name. Is it Durelian? Or is he a Durelian? I forget, but he has a very, very, very tiny part in the actual movies, but his story is pretty big. He did not want Han to be the one to take his team down to Endor. He wanted to lead the team because he worked with the Bothans, who were the spies who got the plans, yada, yada, yada. He was very much did not like the human-centric advantage that the humans had in the Star Wars story and spoke up for his race a lot. Really cool character. You can read a lot about him, but you can't actually see a lot about him in the movies. And then we've got, I already showed you Imperial Gunner. We've got the Rancor Keeper. And now this next one is one of the harder ones to find, and I don't know why. Han Solo, probably because nobody was buying issue 74 by this point, let's be honest. Han Solo in the Imperial Stormtrooper outfit, remember? Aren't you a little short to be a Stormtrooper? And then issue 75, this is a really nice one. We've got Anakin Skywalker, Hayden Christensen there, and then Paploo. We round out. This is one of these. I think this one was not just the third variant. It was like it was a store special or an exclusive or something. So there you go. Star Wars 2015, John Tyler Christopher action figure variants, all 75 of them. If I got any information wrong, and I'm sure I did, leave it in the comments below. If you like this sort of thing, let me know. If you want to see more Star Wars, I can do lots of Star Wars runs, lots of Marvel runs, some indie runs. Let me know what you're interested in. Thank you very much.